our next guest, Stefano Da Fre, director and screenwriter of Stolen Dough. Stolen Dough, and you can go to the website, stolendough.com, is directed by AFI award winner Stefano Da Fre and produced by Laura Pellegrini in collaboration with Russo Brothers National Film Forum. It's available on Amazon Prime Video. Stolen Dough unveils the extraordinary journey of Anthony Mangiello, a young Italian-American who at the age of 18 invented stuffed crust pizza. No, it wasn't Pizza Hut. It was Anthony Mangiello, and I believe he was from Brooklyn. After he invented it, he was only to have his patent stolen by Pizza Hut. How could this happen? This is a true story of resilience, a gripping tale of the pursuit of justice involving a staggering $1 billion with a B dollar lawsuit. And with that, Stefano, I thought that having a patent on something was supposed to protect someone who created something new. How does a patent get stolen by a big corporation?
That's a great question, and it's a question a lot of inventors and small business owners ask themselves all the time, and even when they fight in court. And the reason is, I'm going to give your listeners right now, get a pen or record this.
Okay.
Specific things that they can do to protect themselves when they have filed a patent. Number one, when you go into negotiation with a corporation and a company, make sure you have a patent pending status. Stefano, why is that? Well, the reason is that a patent, once it's approved by the office of the United States, it becomes public record and public knowledge.
Right.
So they're able to look up the precise mechanisms and all the steps that you would take to make that patent. So you want to start to negotiate when you have a patent pending situation. The other thing in the Stolen Dough situation, and because Anthony it was in the 80s, it was before the time of the internet. He had his patent approved in 1987, in April of 1987. But because of his age, being 19 years old, he did not enter into an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. So for those of you who are small business owners who want to negotiate with corporations, make sure that you have an NDA. Make sure that you go in with a non-disclosure agreement so that you can prove that they're not able to use the information from the meeting that you take with them if they're interested in buying your idea.
Oh, yes.
And
I understand.
you're protected. The third thing I want to say, and this is what corporations do all the time, they assume that you're not going to have the money to fight them through all the way through a legal recourse, so that they're going to have enough money and you're going to run out of cash. And you have to watch Stolen Dough on Amazon Prime and on Apple TV to see how Anthony fights back and goes through the appeal process and just does not let them get away with murder. It is a gripping tale, and I want everyone who is thinking about working with a big corporation to have the tools to protect themselves.
This is a David and Goliath story, but there's so many throughout the years. The game Monopoly, Jack Daniel's whiskey.
Yes.
There was someone who was a freed slave who showed Jack Daniels, I guess, how to distill whiskey. Got no credit, no money for it. These are not the Pizza Hut case is not an isolated case, but big corporations get ideas from little people who want the big corporations to buy it and then provide them with money. But there are also, and I remember a story from the 60s, Stefano, that Gillette was approached by someone who created a razor blade that never dulls, and went to Gillette, and Gillette paid him for the patent or the idea so that razor blade would never see the light of day, because they would never sell razors. If they sold a razor and it never went dull, how many razors would Gillette sell?
Correct.
Right?
That's correct. That is like that's exactly right. You're burying your competition. You buy out the competition,
right,
and then you shelve it, and then you bury it. In the idea of that we were just touching on before the segment,
yeah,
about McDonald's,
Yeah.
The reason Ray Kroc was able to get away with it and stole McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers is he created a very intricate real estate scheme, meaning that he filed a company that would purchase land and then sell that land to franchisees. So they would own the business.
Right.
But he would own the land that they would be under and take a small percentage of the revenue. And that business model of McDonald's, that stolen idea still exists to this day. Every McDonald's buys land,
right,
and then rents that land to a franchisee, and then takes a small percentage of the sales from all the McDonald's that we know today in America and worldwide.
Tell our listeners and inform our viewers who are watching this broadcast today, tell them how much the McDonald brothers actually got from Ray Kroc after he stole basically McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers.
You would not believe it, but after taxes, he negotiated for them to have, I think it was 2.12 million, and it ended up because he was such a meticulous person, conniving kind of person, that they ended up getting $1 million.
That's it. $1 million.
$1 million.
Right. They got screwed big time. Yep.
Oh, which was, a heartbreakingly low amount to the multi-billion-dollar corporation that it was. And even at that time when it was franchising, was worth, hundreds and hundreds of millions at that time. And now it's in the billions, So it's heartbreaking. $1 million they got.
And obviously the trillions that McDonald's has made worldwide. It's a worldwide fast food powerhouse. The docudrama film is Stolen Dough. Stefano Da Fre is the director and screenwriter. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. And I believe Apple is also streaming it as well, correct?
That's correct. Yes, sir. Apple TV.
And are there any other outlets?
That's it. That's it for now.
Okay.
We're looking to negotiate some more, but that's what we have that started us off right on our premiere.
Well, I have both of them, so I will watch it this weekend. Stefano, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about the injustices that have happened. But you only brought up several. There are perhaps untold number of injustices that have been done over the years of people who created something really interesting. The big corporations stole it from them, and they wound up getting screwed in the end.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And for your listeners who are small business owners, remember those key points that we talked about the NDA, patent pending, and never give up the good fight. When you have an idea and it belongs to you, don't let up. Have the courage and keep the fight going.
Stefano Da Fre, director, screenwriter of Stolen Dough. Stefano, thank you for a very interesting segment.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. You're listening to Your News Talk America. More of our program coming up, and salute the troops as well. Please stay with us.